EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Space City, Houston, Texas, and NRG Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Denver Broncos and the Houston Texans. Mike Tirico, my partner Greg Olson, set to bring this to you. Kaimi Fairbairn getting this one started. Off we go from NRG Stadium. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Opening carry of the game, it's J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to be stopped at the line. No gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
Second and 10. Throwing is Nix. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Now a stoppage for an injured Texan. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Off the play fake, here's Nix. He'll take a shot with Mims.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Here comes Smith on the return. And some nifty running on the return. This got some good yardage before he was taken down.
Their own 35-yard line.
First carry for Joe Mixon. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
3rd down and the 11.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Why, Tony. Under. Look the hot. Hey, Uno Mars.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. This is hard. He got the connection to Collins. Call it a gain of 13. It's good for a Texans 1st down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
How would you like to be this running back here? You get the ball, you're thinking, all right, get through the line, and next thing you know, the big old D tackle's just waiting for you there in the hole. Nowhere for you to go as he takes you down for a loss.
Throwing on second down. Stroud. That's over the middle, and he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Broncos say they have it, and yes, they do. Well, sometimes the offense tries to make a little too much happen, try to pitch it around, get an extra few yards, except they lose the ball, and the defense will take over.
Mike, you're exactly right. That is what happened here. That's just a prime example of a player just doing a little too much. Just secure the ball, get as many yards as you can, and make sure your team ends up still possessing the ball.
A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
Tackle gain at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 4. We'll go play action with Nix. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and it's going to be 3rd down.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike, and that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
He finds Mims. It's complete. A gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Broncos.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
Now it's Dobbins, and he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
He was brought down by Derek Stingley. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Harvey. And the Broncos are going to be set up 1st and goal. Strong running brings them to the 9.
A gain of 4 yards.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
Ball resting on the 9. 1st down and goal. And in motion is Ingram. On 1st and goal, Harvey. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
Going in the wrong direction. Now 2nd and goal from the 12. They'll throw. It's Nix. Got it into the hands of Mims. That's going to move him closer, but they're going to need to come up with something here. Here comes 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
3rd and goal. Throwing. Knicks. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. So, a couple of first downs will give them 1st and 10. They're at the 41.
Here we go, let's go. Swap, another swap. Down. Look the high, look. 19 Texas.
On play action, Stroud. Will Spotter's big tight end, that's Dalton Schultz. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
Oh, right.
Here's Stroud. Open man, the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat. He does the rest.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another 1st down. This one out quickly to Noel. And he is out of bounds at the 4-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw, still result in a big game.
Go get him!
From the gun, here's Stroud. That's to the end zone and is batted away. It is incomplete.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
18,
Mixon. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
Line of scrimmage back at the 7 for 3rd and goal.
Tony,
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. Oh, man, wide open. He's got it. Jaden Higgins. Touchdown, Houston. For the rookie Higgins, the 2nd pick of the 2nd round. He has his 1st NFL touchdown. Now, Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Texans move out to a 7-3 lead.
Texans 7, Broncos 3.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Nix. He will air this out. Looking for Sutton.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. A quick throw, that's complete on the slant. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Now Nix going to look to throw. He'll get this one out to his fullback. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. On 4th down, here's Nix. He'll dump this out wide to Dobbins. And he's going to have the Broncos 1st down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on 4th down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and they're going to keep this drive alive.
So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. And he'll work this forward to the 35. Jalen Petrie up to make the tackle.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
7-3 is the score. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Greg and I back from Houston. In a moment, they'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Back to throw is Nix. That's caught left side by Ingram. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. And in motion is Ingram. Tight end going in motion here. He'll try to run here with Harvey. 1st down and more past midfield. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down. A big-time play for the Broncos. 55 yards on the game.
Wow, I mean, he's going to be disappointed he wasn't able to take that all the way, but that's still a heck of a run. In the end, after a good tackle to save the touchdown, they're still going to be set up with 1st and goal.
Here's a run, and he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their 2nd. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal. To throw is Nix. That one taken in, middle of the end zone. Portland Sutton. Touchdown, Denver. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. The kick by Lutz is good. Broncos are on top. It's now 10-7.
Texans 7.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here's Tremont Smith on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 27-yard line.
South. Oh, 11. 18. What's that? Hey, one more.
Stroud to throw here on first down. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Oh, look to high. Drop to the right. Hey, Uno.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Unfortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
And he's going to have first down here as they are into field goal range at the 27. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half.
1st and 10.
A first set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
11.
Now, Stroud. A throw right side, pulled in by Noel. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Now Mixon. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, Stroud.
15-yard line.
This one caught at the 4. And he is out of bounds.
It's a gain of 11.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Look to high.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Tony.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. On the run to the right. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the second quarter clock.
Shy of the goal line. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd
a little closer.
and goal.
Here's 2nd and goal.
Oh, ready. 18. What's that?
Throwing is Stroud. It is brought in the end zone. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Texans. That's his 2nd TD catch of the season.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, like the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
It's a three tight end look as they have it first and 10.
19 seconds. Oh, 18. That's right.
They'll go play action with Stroud. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Now, faking the give. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
Third down and 10.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. And this is caught on the sideline. Going to have the first down. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe. They say the feet were out of bounds. Wow. Big, tight call there. For the moment, it'll be fourth down. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. So that challenge, a successful one.
How's the slide? What? 118. That's right.
On the handoff, it's Mixon. Gets to the edge at the 30. And he is out of bounds down at the 21. They get 22 yards there. First down for Houston.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Second down, they need 7.
Look the hot, look the hot.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's to the end zone, but just too far out front. That one's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Here's third and 7.
South. 18. That's it. 11. Hey, uno.
Stroud. That's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Riley Moss.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone. I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
11 at the 4-yard line.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And it's going to bring up a third down. They'll throw. It's Nix. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there. And it's going to lead to a fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Look the hot, look the hot. Swap, let her swap. Let her.
He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
Third down and 7.
All right. 19 Texas.
Here's Stroud. He's got his tight end. It's Schultz. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike. Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 7.
So he gets on the board, first catch of his career. I can promise you he's going to hang on to that ball. Now, it wasn't the flashiest of plays, but just try to get him comfortable and try to settle him into this game.
Look the hot, look the hot. Let her.
From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. And that is incomplete. He was trying to connect with his tight end, Dalton Schultz. And that's going to lead to a fourth down. Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans will open up a touchdown lead. It's now 17-10.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
At their own 20-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. Exiting the pocket right. Back to the sideline and intercepted.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, the ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
That is caught by the tight end, Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Houston. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
Broncos 10. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. Nix, now to throw it here on first down. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly and move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
This one complete to Sutton. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter.
A 4-yard gain.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. trailing late. They've got to go here. It's fourth down. Nick's going to throw for it. That's taken in. And they're going to get the first down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them.
The Broncos, first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. That is brought in downfield by Sutton. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
That's another
A big play and a much-needed one as well. 37 yards. Set to go now on first and 10. Back to throw is Nix. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
intended for Evan.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up the key third down? Contrary to what all of the fans at home think, I don't have rooting interest in any of these games. But as you know, when it comes to tight ends, there's no bigger fan than this guy right here. I want to see them be able to connect, especially on those big plays downfield.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Here's Nix to throw. He'll take a shot with Mims. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down. On 4th down, here's Nix. He's going to look downfield once again.
So the offense finds themselves in a tough situation. They're down by 2 scores late in this game. They know this is a prime opportunity. They need to play for a touchdown. And instead, the defense makes a huge stand, and they got a chance now to close this game out.
On first down, they'll start with Mixon. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
On play action,
32-yard
Stroud. That'll be taken in by Mixon. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain
Plenty of room after that catch. Big gainer of 23.
First down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd down and 3.
Ready? Go, Red. 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger.
They'll stay on the ground with Chubb. And look out there. Upended at the line of scrimmage.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
From the gun, here's Stroud. He's got his man. That's Knowles. A pickup there of 13. It's good for a Texans first down.
And the Texans.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs, and as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jonathan Cooper getting in there for the sack. Number 3 on the year for him. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jalen Noel that time.
Incomplete.
Now it's going to be 3rd down.
Sets up a 3rd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
After playing pretty well the first 3 quarters, found themselves nursing a lead. It's a bad time to get the turnover bug here, Mike. I mean, that's twice now in the 4th quarter. They've turned the ball over, and instead of being in prime position to close this game out, they're fighting for their lives.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Now on 2nd and long. They'll drop to throw. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And it's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
He'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. Gonna bring up 4th down.
This is a really popular concept on 3rd down. It's good versus man, it's good versus zone. They call it mesh routes or drag routes. They want to create some traffic in the middle of the field and pop the receiver out the backside of the defense. But give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. They rallied to the ball and keeps them short from picking up the first down.
Intended for number 84. Incomplete. It's a turnover on downs.
All right. Love a swap. Watch to the right. Watch to the right. Watch to the right.
On 1st down, it's Stroud. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
36 yards.
It is a big-time play for Houston. 36 yards.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. But there's a penalty flag on the field. We'll let the officiating crew sort this one out.
Now, what's that? 18. What's that?
On 2nd down, Stroud. They try to work the screen with Mixon. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
To Joe Mixon. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Here we go. What? 18. What's that?
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Drive starts on the ground, and this is Harvey. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost the yard there. Now we'll get whistles, and they have signaled for a timeout. Curious there, not sure of the logic, but one stoppage with 5 seconds to go. We'll go play action with Nix. He will air this out, looking for Sutton. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win here for the Texans. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory.